Fighter 6.
Give me that drama, give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time!
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the play here? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Takes a trip. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Experiencing burnout. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A parry? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Jumps in. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Jumps up. Good old slap. Gotta be careful, hits him with a stopping bomb. Player 1 uses the gauge for a super art. Responds with the ultimate killer head round. Oh, burnout triggered. Player that's not gonna hit. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Going in, life lead is there. This can lead to some big damage. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Take anti-air in the clutch. Which impact squashed. Oicho. Both fighters are raring to go. What are they gonna do? The throw doesn't connect. Kicks out a kick. That's gonna leave him rattled. Carried to the corner. This may be bad. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact? He knocks him out of the air. I can't believe it. It is over. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Dashes up. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Both charges forward. Anything could happen here. Who will gain control of the match in the early goings? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Who's gonna make a move? Knockdown. Starts off zoning with fireballs. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Blocks the jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. The fighters are matching each other move for move. Gonna pay for telegraphing that jump in. Knockdown. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Springs forward with the drive rush. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. No escaping that. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Who's going to start things off? Throws them to negate the block. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. They both have full drive gauges. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player one can't use any drive moves. Burnout activates. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very gut punch. Ransom. What'll happen here? Player Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Even the slightest hit may end the round. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Decides not to rush in without a punch. Hits that with confidence. Oicho. Player two will look to apply pressure here. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player two with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? What's next? Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Sumo smash! Overhead, but it won't work. Oh man, this is a scary range. This can lead to some big damage. Like, reversal! Punish counter on reaction. Putting it all on the line. Didn't hesitate going for the kill with that super. Perfectly planned, perfectly executed. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Dash. Zones delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Did well to get the buff in there. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Takes the chance to hurt him. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Nails the anti-air. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Both sides are going to have to fight without drive. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Player two opts for the throw to close it out. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Whiffs the throw. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Knockdown and player one holding on to that one show of force. Both fighters planning something? Can they keep on him? Get out of there with the background. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Looking for a charges forward. Going on the offensive? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner. Just what they were after. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Greedy rushes down the opponent to impose their will. This is gonna hurt. Here comes what a smart blow. Both absolutely with forward rush. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Nice fireball. Launches at him. What now? Oh, that throw did some juicy damage. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Getting up close and personal. Ooh, taking him for a ride. Oh, they got him. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Look, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Good old slaps. Had the radar up and running. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 chases them down. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 there's an overdrive shorty. They don't need to go for anything big. Even a light tap could win this round. Neither fighter can land the deciding hit. Goes for the jump in. Knockdown and jumps. Time to reassess the situation. The quarter makes it hard to escape. KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Connects with medium kick. They hit each other. This may be Oicho. A quick breather. Gets them with the anti-air. Scrapping it out up close. Throws charges forward. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Jumps in, sets up with the jump in. Right lead burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Perfect execution with the anti-air. 100 hand. Dashes out the cage right there. Will this be enough to kill? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Player they got him. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. Another rematch. These two are really getting into it. Dashes. No good up high. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Knockdown. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Jumps in. Are we going to see some fireworks here? From up above. Overdrive Hadouken. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Blocks it. Pokes with a medium kick. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Full SA meters on deck for both. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Player 2 and Super Art to show off what a PhD in fighters can do for you. Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Oh, they were looking for that overhead. That combo did decent damage. That's gonna leave him rattled. Oh, here we go. Player 2. This can lead to some big damage. Okay, here we go. That corner is starting to look scary. Close range projectile. Player 1 made solid anti-air. Oh, they chain connects with the throw. Doesn't take the throw. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good. Starting off with fireballs, right from scores a big punish counter with that opening drive impact shot. Not shy with the grab. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Projectile to try and change the situation. We've reached the midway point of the round, and both fighters are at about even life. It's a good job of pushing back. Saw that jumping coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be over KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Jumps in. There's a change of sides. Jumps. Fights out of the corner, back to the center of the stage. Oicho! What'll happen here? Brushes that off and keeps going. The impact doesn't do anything. Smart play with the throw. A quick breather. Going on the offensive? Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Crowns him from above. Amazing! Yo, great up the art now? Noticeable life all in with a rush. Player 2 wraps it up with a throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. Jumps in, sets up with the jump in. It's a good spot to use the super ultimate killer head wrap. Player 2 is in a fair. Nothing stops this train. That corner is starting to look scary. Slaps him. What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sneaks in above. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. The jump in catches them. There's a corner steal. The attack is parried. So it looks like our fighters are taking a breather. The drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Decides to meet them in the air. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. They just went for it with that XKO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. Medium kick hits. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Spirits are lifted. Risky up-close scrap still going. Charges forward. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gets the jump in. Going on the offensive? Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. A drive impact could end it all here. Oh, they're in the corner. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Genius read gets the counter hit and the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round. It's now or never. Jumps and whiffs. They're wide open. Punish counter sets the table. Good old slap. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Hold up, it's the final bout. Pack it up. This match might be over. Player 1 is looking at a grip, grabs him. Pancake time. Player 2 with the rhythm owning that space. somehow manages to block the jump. Solid anti-air. Dashes up. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Knockdown. The super armor does its job. Neither can lean on their drive too hard right now. Let's off a projectile to waste time. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That's them. And a super active. What a finish. Great meet in the life gauge there. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player one had an impressive round while managing their drive. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Charges forward. They gotta make sure not to splurge with that drive gauge and going on the offensive? Time to reassess the situation? Connects with medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Will we see a drive impact? Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. They just won't stop switching sides. Closes it out. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Leaves them. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Oh, with the drive impact. Trips him up. Player two can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Oh, easy tech. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be put down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Will we see a drive impact? Both fighters planning something? Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Knockdown and uses their drive gauge. Life lead is, this is gonna hurt. Oh, what a finish! Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round one.
I don't even think they care that others called next. We're getting back in. Grabs him. The jump in catches them. The impact gets blocked. Can they use the corner to mount a comeback? What's the play here? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a trip. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Well, oh, burnout triggered. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Medium kick hits. Anything off the smash? Jumps? 100-hand slap. Scrapping it out up close. What'll happen here? This is gonna be bad news. The throw missed. The throw whiffs. Very slick with the combo. Charges forward. Jumps up. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Will we see a drive impact? Goes for the fireball, which is very wall flat into the guard break. What now? Player huge chance after that wall flat. Ultimate killer head grab. They gotta dig down deep here. Player two, flipping. Yo, critical art has it in them to grind out the win. Solid anti-air. Jumps up. Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the match. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Who will set the bait at this range? All in with a rush! What now? Bust out the OD Hadou! That corner is starting to look scary. A fireball at that range? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. From upstairs. Gets the counter hit throw. Neither of them willing to back off here. Grabs him. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 1 chases them down. Life lead opens up. Gets him. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Overhead. Still slugging it out at this range. They were expecting that drive impact. Jumps up. Drive rush to keep it going. Anti-air Oicho throw. You can't let him close in like that. Jumps. A quick breather. Medium kick. Oicho. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Could we see a drive impact here? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. In there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Excellent block. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Charges forward. Drive rush to keep it going. Risky up-close scrap still going. Super hard to show up what a PhD in fighters can do for you. The final bout is about to start. You don't step in the ring with Honda and expect to walk away. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 is in burnout state. This is gonna hurt. Player 1, oh now that is a punish. What are they gonna do? Pose with a kick. Gotta do better than that. Jump. A real test of nerves here. The overhead, what a finish. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Parry. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Still very early in the round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. What's the play here? Had the radar up and running. Takes a trip. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? They've got the Oicho throw. You can't let them close in like that. Nails the anti-air. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Jumps. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 can build off this lead. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both fighters planning something? Throws a fireball. Good old slaps. Like opts for the critical art. Burns all three for the final bout. I hope they've got a stretcher on standby. they use their weak blow. Critical art now? This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. What a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Jumps? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Both fighters planning something? Even fishing to get meter is risky. Player 2 with the gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Nothing stops this train. Player 1 can't use drive, rushes in. And whiffs. They're wide open. Both sides getting ready. Player, oh, what a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the...
Maido. あいや。よくやった。ありがとう。
Fighting round. Crackers online. Ready to match. Special versus. Special practice training. Training room.
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes, I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you is not my psychiatrist. Been through a lifetime of strife and struggling. Be the best, that's my covenant. And I'ma live forever, that's my legacy. Greatest of all time, that's what they gon' label me. Put in work, I did my part,
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match. Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Stands firm and blocks the drive. All right. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Knockdown with a super art connect, giving them the boost with knee press nightmare. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Shoots off a fireball up close. Gets tagged by the fireball. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws them. What's next? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Connects with medium kick, going in with double reverse. Just out of range for that throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Hits him with a stop and bop. Just goes for it at this range. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Bumps up. The move whiffs, and they get nailed with a punish counter. Lots of aggression from both sides. Throws him down. Trips him up. Tries to bait him with the projectile. No good up high. Stands firm and blocks the drive. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Going in with devil's reverse. What's their game plan? Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Player 1 in trouble with no drop, going on the offensive. But that's not gonna hit. Closing moment KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Hits him with a stop and pop. Snacks him with a back kick. Looking for more damage now. Charges forward. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Opts for shadow, going in with devil's reverse. Medium kick. There's a change of stock. They're going for the super art. Just goes for it at this range. They were expecting that drive impact. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 is experiencing burnout, scrapping it out up close. Player 2 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Going on the offensive? One chance here may end this match. Will the super art do anything? Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checking their opponent. Lots of aggression from both sides. Player one with the life lead. Trips him up. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player two chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. KO. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Hits them with a stop and pop. Medium kick hit. Overdrive Hadouken. Player two, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Both fighters planning something? Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Oh man, this is a scary range. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Burnout dissipates. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Medium kick into? Put the fear of God in her. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The super armor does its job. Still slugging it out here. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Trips him up. Player two is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Close him. What's next? Takes a trip. Player two has completely used all of... Oh, burnout triggered! Both fighters planning something? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Oh gosh, Jinku Hadouken! The super doesn't hit! Both of them okay? Oh! Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Does a good job of pushing back. Jumps in. Scrapping it out up close. Goes for the super arc. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Do they have enough drive gauge? Player two can't use any drive moves without burning out. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. Both sides, he pumps the brakes on the impact. Player two is in a very good spot now. Closing moments of the match. Get educated with the counter. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Who's going to steal this win? Zones with the fireball. Player two will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Gotta do better than that. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Player two is in a very good spot now. Okay, here we go. Taking chunks out of each other here. Both avoiding the wall like the plague. Back to the corner. Are we gonna play Impact Peekaboo? This is the time to believe in your ability. They gotta go. Close with a fireball at that range? Ooh, I dare you to find me a...
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Round one. Fight.
see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with a projectile. Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. The cross-up's good. Player one with the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? From up above. The jump-in is denied. Impact's a no-go. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. It's turned into a driveless fight. How will they play it? Looking for a chance. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fire. KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. From low heavy to grabs and throws them away. Jumps. Sandblast. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Drive rush to keep it going. Denies the jump in. Awesome. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Zones with the fireball. Both of our combatants are cooked. Team 2 Hadouken! Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? From up, this is gonna hurt. Barely blocks the jump-in. Will we see a drive impact? All the throw connects. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Taking turns out. Player 2 flatlines them. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Nice fireball. Hopes with a medium kick. Drive rush to keep it going. Jump. Awesome. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Expect to see some fancy stuff as we're near the end of the round. Betting it all on the drive rush. Scuff him. Sets up with the jump in. Both sides getting ready. Still alive. Still alive. Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. Player one bends it on the fireball. Player one made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Rising uppercut. Shoots off a fireball up close. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Gets a chance with that jump. Sticks the combo. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Holds out with the block. Gets the jump in. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. The fighters continue to check each other in the early goal. Their spacing is so on point right now. Drive rush to keep it going. Gets the jump in. They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Goes for the rush. Both fighters planning something? They've got the meter for a drive impact. Uses the target combo as a filler. Excellent block. Adds a bit of OD spice. Putting the cherry on top. Nails the bad combo, finishes it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Checks with a sandblast. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Drops them. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arc. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Rising uppercut. Impact squash. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? The drive impact doesn't work. Target combo into Throws up a buff. Close range projectile. Big parry. Pokes all in with a rush. Charges up the plasma. Opts to spend the meter on the super. Turns out, all the throw connects. Oh, huge tank. This is gonna hurt. Getting up close and personal. Player 1 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Smooth links it. What a statement with that fireball. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the command grab. Player 2 with the life lead. Gets the jump in. Well-timed command throw there. What are they thinking here? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. Neither of them willing to back off here. Low heavy for the win. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They trade. Who's going to start things off? Heavy punch sends them flying. Double lariat, and now player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. Gets the jump in. This Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting. Knockdown, and will we see a drive impact? Ground him from gets the tips with the low heavy. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hard nothing but air. The last here going for the super art. Anti-air in the clutch. No! This will break them. Low heavy. The jump in is denied. Sets up with the jump in. Both sides getting ready. All in with a rush. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Back to the corner. Are we gonna play impact peekaboo? Oh, here we go. Gotta do better than that. The drive impact doesn't work. What's the Shikuhara, but that combo finishes it. Player 1 faced a giant and walks away unscathed. It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Checks with the projectile. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Grabs a solid advantage after that big combo. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Takes a trip. Very solid corner switch. Knockdown. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Life lead opens up. Hammers him with a psycho blitz. Reacts to the throw. One chance here may end this match. Will we see a KO? Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Throws out a projectile. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. Brushes off the impact. Were they baiting them into that? Near empty drive gauges will greatly affect both players. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Going in? Their will to win is really being tested here. No question whether this super art is going to kill or not. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Goes with the projectile for the opening shot. Projectile to try and change the situation. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. All right. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. How they've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's KO? Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player two needs to use the front of the corner here. Simon, hard play to stop the opponent there. Answers with a psycho uppercut. Risky experiencing burnout. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. How will they utilize this? Player one, burnout triggered. All in with a rush. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Right forward run. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Flatline zone. Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Challenger.
This is a mirror match, which means it's not just about the win, but about your pride as a player too. This is a must-win fight.
Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Player two is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That's some big juicy damage. KO! Player two sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Shoots off a fireball up close. Dashes up. Still slugging it out at this range. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Shuts that down with a parry. Watching experiencing burnout. Player one will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Blocks the impact. Shinku Hadouken. Both fighters planning something? Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to take. They push their way out of the corner. What are they gonna do? We're so vicious, gonna close it out. Player two survived that tense mirror match. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Gets the jump in. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Puts one in the pocket. Goes for the fireball. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player 2 chases them down. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Caught in the cross-up. They're being absolutely relentless. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Overdrive Hadouken. Still slugging it out at this range. They're burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. What'll happen here? In with the cross. Noticeable life lead is sets up with the jump in. Love tap to close it. Player 1 comes away with the win. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Sticks the combo. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The combo's there. Parries the projectile. Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Manages to went for the chip kill. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Scrapping it out up close. Blocks it. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive rush to keep it going. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. Sets up with the jump in. Going in. A drive racing. Back into the corner. What setup do they have? Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with a jump in. This is it. Who's tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Oh, they changed sides. Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Crowns him from above. That corner is starting to look scary. Getting up close and personal. Okay, here uses the drive gauge. Shows off a parry. Okay, nobody blink. Player 2. This unleashes some big damage. Can this drive bring them back? Burn out, but they may have a plan. That fighter was not cleared for takeoff. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
Challenger!
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. All right, first round. What's going to happen? Starts with a jump in. Good anti-air. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. Got their eye on the air. Shoots off a fireball up close. Takes a trip. Grabs him. in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 1 chases them down, springs forward with the drive rush, scrapping it out up close. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Will we see a drive impact? Barely blocks the jump in. They gotta press here to take advantage of this drive down. Very difficult to use drive in. Uses the gauge for a super arm. The super hits and this looks like it's gonna kill. Taking no prisoners. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Takes the chance to hurt him. Backs them into the corner. Can't tech the throw. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The jump in catches them. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Springs forward with the drive rush. There's space to make something happen here, and neither fight KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the rush down to start. They're on a mission. The jump in is denied. Jumps in. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Both fighters planning something? Smart play to stop the opponent. Player hits them with a stopping bomb. Burnout activates. Player 2, putting the cherry on top. Scared money don't make no money.